Do you have any idea what you were doing here, man? Well, I'd like to tell you I do, but then I'd probably be lying to you, and there's one thing that I would never want to ever not do, and that is to tell the truth to you. Did I tell you about the lady that went to a bank to make a withdrawal? Yes, sirree, golly. And this elderly lady handed her bank card to the teller and said, "I would like to make a withdrawal." It happened across the pond, by the way. The teller told her, "For withdrawals less than £100, please use the ATM." And the elderly lady wanted to know why, and the teller returned her bank card, irritated, and told her, "These are the rules. Please leave if there's no further matter. There is a line of customers behind you." And the elderly lady remained silent for a few seconds and handed her card back to the teller and said, "Please help me make a withdrawal of all the money I have." The teller was astonished when he checked her account, and she nodded yes, respectfully. "I would like to make a withdrawal of the entire amount." And the teller said, "Well, you have £300,000 in your account, and the bank doesn't have that kind of cash on hand currently. Could you please make an appointment and come back again tomorrow?" And the elderly lady respectfully asked how much she could withdraw immediately, and the teller told her any amount up to £3,000. "Well, please let me have £3,000 now." And the teller kindly handed her £3,000 in a very friendly manner with a smile. She smiled, he smiled, and the elderly lady took £10 of it and put it in her purse and asked the teller to deposit £2,990 back into her account. Yeah, a shadow of what we once were. What use can we be? A ghost of what we once were. Nothing but skin, bone, sinew, muscle. A little drool coming down the chin. Shorter of which in stature once was, happily dancing through the gates to a far holier place. Quarters in the eyes, a jaw gaping wide open. Yeah, from birth to death, that's all it's about. Are you a stoic or a cynic or somewhere? Where are you going with this, Herman? Not a clue. But I can tell you this, I'm addicted to placebos. I thought I could quit any time. But then withdrawal made me a psychomatic kind of guy. So I turned to hypochondriacism. Is that a word? The hardest part of being addicted to moolah is the withdrawals. I'm addicted to money. Yeah, it's funny, over in France, you may go to a 7-course meal for lunch, and they're little tiny portions of the highest quality food you could possibly imagine. Then you return to terra firma in America. Seems like everybody goes for these huge buffets. All you can eat, or junk food, piled higher and deeper. Quantity's what matters, and money's where it's at. Whenever I buy something, it seems like I encounter this. Somebody will tell me when I hand them some cash, "Would you like to round the next dollar and donate to charity?" I tell them no, I'd like to round it down so I can keep the change. Oh, a shadow of what I once was, lost in the dark, no longer buzzed. What use can I be of here now, in this world of pain and sorrow? A ghost of what I once was, nothing but skin, bone, and blood. My spirit fading, and my heart longing and aching for life I once had, now forsaken. My body a vessel, my soul trapped in this mortal land. Sinew and muscle no longer stand. Time on earth was far too short. A ghost of what I once was, nothing but bone and skin and blood. My spirit's fading and my heart it aches for the life I once had. I have been forsaken, shorter than the stature I be. I leave a legacy, not a cause, but in my final breath I dance too far, a holier place, free from death. Yes, a gaping mouth and quarters on my eyes, a ghost of what I once was. Now I'm just skin and bone and shriveled up. My spirits fade and my heart it ached for the blood that it once pumped, for life that I once had, now forsaken. And in the end, all that remains are memories and lingering pains. But my spirit, it lives on in a better place as I dance through the gates to a far, far holier place. I handed the teller at my bank a withdrawal slip for $400, and I said, I'd like large bills, please. And he looked at me confused and said, I'm sorry, sir, all the bills are the same size. Now I'm going to tell you a story about a retired banker. Oh, yeah, a banker there, he retired, but like most retired people, including myself, we're far happier when we have things to do. And the retired banker, he decided to go to a psychiatrist, you know. Well, I know that if I was totally crazy, I would go to another person that was just like me. And he said, for 30 years I've worked in a bank as a teller, and every day I would serve dozens and dozens of customers. I loved my job, never missed a day. Last month I retired, and since then, every time I pass a bank, I have a huge craving to enter and take out money. Even if I pass an ATM, I have to stop and get some cash out. I've got thousands of dollars in cash at home, yet every day I feel desperate to go to the bank and take out more. What's wrong with me? And the psychiatrist replied, it sounds like you're having withdrawal symptoms. On with the shoe, dude. What size is this shoe? Don't know, but we will shortly find out.